And welcome back to the Wednesday Night Golf Show, the Hump Day edition on WSTU Radio and WSTUTV.com. Arlen's over here pretending he's Geordi from Star Trek Next Generation with his headphones.
Captain Luke.
Captain
Picard.
Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You know, there's so much bad blood historically between the English and the French.
Yeah.
And Patrick Stewart is an Englishman, and
right.
He's playing a French guy, a Frenchman.
Yeah. So I was watching a program the other day. It's funny you should mention it. So I'm watching this program the other day, and they mentioned this, right? And they go, well, how is it that an Englishman has this French name and he's got this strong English accent? And so the answer was that likely England finally conquered France.
Exactly. Somehow somebody did.
Oh, this is like it's supposed to be 300 years in our future, right? Somewhere in that time frame.
Oh,
yep.
I see what you mean. Yeah, right.
Somewhere down there,
yeah.
Well, the European Tour has announced their 4-point plan on addressing slow play. We're waiting for the PGA Tour to say something.
They're just making stuff up.
They haven't. The highlights of the plan. The first is regulation. When players are out of position and being monitored or timed, they will now incur a 1-shot penalty after 2 bad times, which means they exceeded 50 seconds from the player who has the honor first to play, and 40 seconds for the second and or third player to play in that group. Players will have the option to request a one-time extension during a round, which will allow them an additional 40 seconds to hit a shot. Okay. Interesting. Fines will be for consistently slow players who are regularly timed as being slow. Are going to start resulting in fines in addition to strokes. So interesting. They plan to educate the players a little better on time. You know how to because apparently they can't tell time. I guess maybe they don't have a watch. Maybe they should give watches to all the caddies. Be the official watch sponsor of the caddies on tour, so they can let the guy 10 seconds.
Now 40 seconds.
9, 8.
It sounds.
Come on, Bryson. Have you picked the club yet? Hit the ball.
The hard part is, what is it's all about, like you said, being in position.
Yeah.
So you say 40 seconds. It's really not 40 seconds.
Yeah.
It's 40 seconds means if you're out of position. If you're behind and you're not keeping up with the group in front of you, then you have to speed it up.
Yeah.
And if you're taking longer than 40 seconds, we're going to throw a penalty and some money on you.
Yeah.
But if you're playing in the right pace of play with the group in front of you, you can take as long as you want. You can take 2 minutes to hit a shot if you're not falling behind.
Yeah.
So
as long as you're not getting out of place. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember what this is talking about is out of position.
Yeah.
So out of position means that you're in a group for whatever reason. Now, sometimes groups get out of position because 2 guys hit balls out of bounds.
Yeah. Or they're looking for a lost ball. Or a guy's got to go back to the tee and hit another ball because
but that's always a dumb rule to me. Like if you're supposed to, if your ball's in question, hit another one. It's provisional.
Yeah, hit a provisional.
Yeah. Why are you going to go back and forth?
I hit provisional mulligans all the time.
You should. It's a chance to get a swing in.
Yeah.
Even if I hit a ball that I know, well, I shouldn't say that. But if I hit a ball that's questionable, I'll hit another one.
Yeah.
Because I hit a poor shot. I'd rather get a good
fix
swing.
It right.
Yeah.
Correct it and fix it then. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you hit a shot, like if I hit a shot and I'm pretty sure it's inbounds, but it could be. So I hit that second one, I'll just hit another whatever. But if I hit one and I really think it's out of bounds, I'll tee off with what I need to get my ball in play. Because the worst thing you can do is hit 2 balls out of bounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the game that's when that's like time to go home.
Yeah,
that's like you hit 3 balls, you hit a little small bucket off the first hole. It's like, your day just started poorly.
You got a multiplier on your scorecard instead of just.
I tell people this all the time with golf too. Like, like a lot of people, like they'll start off their round and it's a par 5, right? And they haven't really warmed up well, and they go and they whack the driver. They hit 3 balls out of bounds, and then I hate doing stupid stuff like that. I tee off a lot on my opening hole. I'll tee off with a hybrid. Just because I just want to hit one down the middle. I don't, the first one's not going to kill me. I mean, par 5, if I hit a hybrid, 2 hybrids, I'm going to still have a short club in for no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, versus like standing there and try to rip a drive on your first hole and miss, and then, you know, make triple or double, and your whole day's kind of starting off poorly, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, it just depends on how you play, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
The other one of the other things they want to do is they're going to reduce the field. There's talk of going from 156 players to 144.
I don't know how much. What's like 2 more groups?
That's
four
8
groups?
That's 8. That's what? Yeah, that's 3 groups.
Yeah.
12 guys, 4 groups, because they play in threesomes. Yeah. So that's 4 groups. But I mean, even still, if you're in the middle of the field, it doesn't matter how many guys are playing behind you. If you're slow, you're slow.
Well, you can't control it. Like, you get stuck behind DeChambeau, you're going to have a long day.
Yeah.
But that's what they're saying. He shouldn't be slow. He needs to keep up. Now, what if you play and you're the group in front of you is super fast?
Oh yeah.
So you can't hold that against them.
Yeah. I had that happen one time. We were playing a foursome, and we were playing out at PGA out here in Port St. Lucie, and we were the second group off, and the first group was a twosome, and 4 holes in, we couldn't see them anymore.
Right.
And we weren't holding the guys up behind us. They were, we're on the green and they're getting to the tee, so we weren't holding them up. And Ranger comes driving out and says, "You need to pick it up. You can't see the guys ahead of you." I'm like, "We're 4, they're 2."
Yeah.
How fast do you think we're going to play? I mean, even as it was, we played the front 9 in right at 2 hours or a few minutes over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And the guy came back again on the 10th tee, and I let him have it, because he says, "If I got to come back again, I'm going to take your balls and drive you to where you're supposed to be." And I had an interesting answer for him, and we never saw him again.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you made a friend.
Yeah. Well, what I did was I name dropped. I handed him my card, and I told him, I said, "You call," and I gave him the name of the general manager for the PGA club, and I said, "You call him and you ask him where I'm supposed to be before you come out here again." And I never saw him again.
Oh, is that I did? Yeah. Oh, you pulled a connector card. You're that guy. Oh man.
Yep.
I would have just come out and watched you. I would have been, if I was that other guy, like, I would have just come out and just parked like in the fairway when you're teeing off and watch you tee off, because it would have bugged you and you would have hit some bad shot and I would have drove away. Then I'd come back and I'd sit there again and watch it. You couldn't do anything because I was too far. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's so here's Vincent's got the whole slow play issue solved.
Uh-huh.
We're going to put shock bracelets on everybody.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Why not? Let's put shock collars. Now we got something.
Yeah. And you get, once you get to the 50 seconds, you get just a little tingle just to let you know.
Yep.
And maybe it gives you 10 seconds before it goes off.
And then we tell you to tree in a lightning storm at the end.
Now tell me something. You're watching on TV at home. How badly do you want to see one of these guys flopping around on the ground from getting shocked?
Badly. I want to see it. I want Bryson down. I want to see fish on the ground.
I mean, tell me people wouldn't tune in for this. You want to talk about jumping the ratings?
Oh man, that would be incredible, wouldn't it be? Watch Bryson go down. He's down. He's like a fish. He's flopping around. That was at 60 seconds. We can't wait till it happens till he gets to 65 seconds.
Exactly.
You're 5 seconds over, you get 5-6 on the ground. 10 seconds over, you're 10 seconds on the ground. It's like, it's a really tough shot. I think I'm just going to take the 20 seconds because I felt a gust of wind, and I'm not sure between if I'm going to hit a 9 or an 8 with a little choke down on this and
choke down
2 degrees open,
a little cut.
I'm going to hold my breath on this one and tipping my toe on this one, flare my left nostril, turn my head to the side, close my right eye. Oh, there's a little brisk wind came through. I'm going to have to start all over again.
Exactly. That would be great. Huh? That would make for wonderful TV. It really would.
I'm at 20 seconds.
The ratings would go through the roof.
What they should do is they should have like this little box. Like when he finishes off, he doesn't get shocked like right in the middle. It's like when he finishes the hole, he just stands there and they hit the and they shock him. And everybody starts clapping. throwing popcorn and stuff at him.
You see the guys that are really slow, they suddenly have an adult diaper endorsement.
Oh no, that's not good. I'm okay. I wear Depends. You can zap me all you want. I'm an astronaut. Thumbs up. Just in case anyone's tuning in, this kind of just went south really quick. But the whole conversation was, that James talking about the European Tour is announcing policies for improving slow play, and Facebook Live says, "Hey, put a shot collar on him." So this turned into a conversation, and of course we're picking on Bryson, but he's not. Kevin Na. Look, we didn't even pick on Kevin Na.
No,
then he's done a great job.
He really has. He's come a long way in speeding up his game. And a lot of that at that one, he was struggling with his game at that one time, and just
stop, just let it go, and now he wins.
Yeah,
that's all he needed. He was taking too much time. So Vincent says, have a T-box chair.
An electric chair.
Like it's like a penalty box in hockey. Hey, you got 20 seconds. Get in there. And you sit there like. And then now tee off.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now tee off. Funny. Yeah, or like you said, make them.
I bet you play a lot quicker.
Yeah, or like you could do a dunk tank, and the patrons at the next tee get to throw stuff and knock you into the water.
See what we're doing? Tank. We're reshaping golf. For $15 million, we want a show.
Exactly.
We want a show. Well, we want to see water balloons, dunk tanks.
It's entertainment, and we want entertainment.
I want like clowns with graffiti and not graffiti, confetti flying everywhere. Now we got something. I still think you need to let them put on boxing gloves at the end. I'd like to see Koepka and somebody go at it. That'd be some funny. Nobody wants to fight him though.
Well, we saw we saw the shape he's in.
Yeah. I don't know. There might be somebody out there be like, yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
He's got a glass jaw. I'm telling you, his jaw's made out of glass.
Jim Thorpe might come back to the.
I think Jim Thorpe had a really tough jaw. He was a tough guy.
He looked like a rough and tumble guy, didn't he?
He did. He was like built like a giant
like a cement truck.
Oh, he had giant shoulders. Crazy. Now that's a swing you need to go watch. Go YouTube that.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah,
that's when golf was fun.
Yeah.
Now it's still fun, but I think it was more colorful back then. The swings were just so unique and so just play,
Oh yeah.
Jim Thorpe was a perfect example of a guy you
get it around the golf course.
Yeah, nobody cares. What'd you shoot? Not so pretty.
No.
That's funny.
Yep.
So you think the tour is going to come out with their own standards? Kind of have to.
I think it's kind of been thrown down. I think they kind of wanted to just brush it off, but now that the European tours come out with something, and you're going to look kind of bad if you don't at least come out with something.
Yeah. Well, what we got, Frank?
We got another break.
We do. Give us a call. Anybody who's listening out there.
Yeah. 772-220-9788. You'll get to talk to us.
All right.
We'll
entertain you.
We will.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Again?
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto!
Wrong hat.
I take a 7.5.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
And welcome back to the Wednesday Night Golf Show, the Hump Day edition. 220-9788 is the number if you're out there listening and you want to join us. Maybe you've got some ideas on how to speed up play on the PGA Tour that might be a little more docile than the ones we've been coming up with. Looks like Tiger. I mean, our next big event is the President's Cup coming up, and I'm guessing Tiger's not going to play in this. He's already said that he's not going to pick himself. He's the captain, and he didn't play his way onto the team, so he's not going to pick himself to play. And I'm guessing after getting his knee scoped, he's probably going to be a little on the mend. So chances are he's not going to be playing in this event. But I'm sure TV would have loved for him to play in this.
I bet, but now he can't because he had his knee scoped.
So now they'll just show him, driving around in a cart with a walkie-talkie and his headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work too.
That's part of what you do is you get up to be the elder statesman,
Yeah.
So I saw Golf Channel had a panel and they were talking about bold predictions for 2020 already.
Oh.
It's the end of August and they're still freaking bold predictions.
Well, they should be real accurate. I mean, 2020, they should see it crystal clear,
I guess, right? But I just thought it was pretty interesting. So one of them, which I thought was really that Mickelson's going to win. They said that Mickelson's going to turn 50 and he's going to win.
That would be
on the PGA Tour or the Champions Tour. Interesting.
That's a bold statement.
Extremely bold.
Well, he did win this year. I mean, he was real early in the year when he was on, but I see no reason.
They were talking about no major, like
a major.
Yeah, this is all about bold. So not a tour, but like a major.
A major.
Yeah, that was one of the.
Well, he only lacks the U.S. Open to complete the career Grand Slam.
They just said, I kind of look at Mickelson kind of like I'm going to look at Watson. He's got that. It's a classic flowing loose swing, right?
Mm-hmm.
He still has. They were saying, he still gets the club head up to low 120s. He still moves it a mile.
Yeah.
He hasn't lost any really massive distance. I mean, he's not 30, but he's also not short.
Not 60.
No. And so, why not? And it's just a matter of him getting on a good week and finding timing. But and they say he loves to play. He just loves to play. He loves being a professional golfer. I mean, he just loves it. So interesting. I thought that was kind of a bold one. They said Jordan Spieth was brought up again. Jordan's going to have a big year. They think he's right on the verge. And didn't talk a lot about Tiger. Tiger didn't get a lot of mentions. Dustin Johnson is one, that kind of did it. I don't think Dustin Johnson had a good year.
No,
not considering coming into this year. I thought he was.
He was number one in the world when we started the calendar year.
Right, he was, and he had played great, and he was just looked like And then Koepka just overshadowed him.
Yeah,
but like I said, I think once you win that majors, once you get those majors down, and you get the dough just flows. It's just hard to get motivated. I just think it's hard to grind. So, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens with Rory McIlroy.
Yeah,
got 15 million reasons to take a little time off, but. What would you do with the 15? I know you said something. What did you start? Did you start our show with that?
What would I do with the 15 million?
Yeah.
Well, if I was Matt Kuchar, I'd tip my caddy about $5,000.
That's what it was. Oh, he just stuck. Poor Matt. He's gonna get hammered. Matt, you see how that works? Karma. That stuff will keep coming back and back.
It never goes away.
Never goes away. I don't care how much you smile and how comfortable your sketches are, and how many commercials. Those commercials, I try to like those ones. Where
they're just too howdy doody for me.
Oh, it's really not real. Like, hey, you guys want to play another 36? It's like such a. It's like what?
I know.
Like nobody gets that. I mean, I'm probably the only guy who even brought it up, in all of golf.
Oh yeah.
You're like, I feel so good I could play another 36.
Yeah.
Nobody says that. Who says that?
I don't know. Speaking of spending money, Steph Curry, basketball player from the Golden State Warriors, league MVP a couple times, at least once.
Yeah.
Got a couple of 3 championships under his belt. Has decided to fund the men's and women's golf teams at the historically black University of Howard University.
Oh, nice.
They did not have a men's and women's team. Apparently didn't have the funds to put the teams together. And he has decided, this would be good.
Right.
So he has come out and he's going to financially support them so that they can have a men's and women's golf team at Howard University. So very cool.
Yeah, there's a $500,000 donation right there.
Yeah,
or something close to it.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Now Ernie Els is trying to find other ways to make money.
Ernie Els doesn't need any more money.
Ernie Els has launched a line of pet treats.
God, somebody talked him in. It's got to be a family member.
Yeah.
No, pets is a good business. Pet business is a good business.
Right.
What's it called?
It's called Pet Treats.
Pet Treats, original.
All natural chicken.
A lot of thought went into that.
Yeah, chicken and salmon treats for your dogs.
All right.
Okay.
It's one of those, hey, my dog really likes this. Hey, Ernie, you want to like get him? He goes, yeah, come on, let's do it. What do you want to call it? Pet Treats. Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
It'll probably work.
Here, take a picture of me holding my French bulldog in my bulldog in my arms, and we'll go from there.
Why not?
Wow.
Why not?
You just can't make this stuff up. No.
No.
You laugh, and that thing will do like 200 million next year or something, and we'll be like sitting here like,
yep.
People are gonna buy Ernie Els. I don't know. I don't get that one.
Michelle,
married we?
No. Michelle Liu, Liu. Liu. She's 12 years old.
Oh boy.
She's going to be playing in the LPGA's CP Women's Open.
Yep.
Wow. 12 years old. She qualified to play. Wow. How'd you spend your summer vacation? Well, I went and played in an LPGA.
Okay, so let's also make this clear. So,
gosh,
a 12-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on her maturity, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, girls kind of like are done at 13, 14.
Yeah.
I mean, girls reach their maturity, not all the way, but I'm saying a lot of girls physically mature in that 13 to 14 range. I mean, strength wise, they can get stronger. Boys, it's like 16 or 17, right? Boys are late. I always tell parents, even when I coach them, girls got to start young because they're going to mature earlier. So yeah, we say 12 and we think of 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
This girl might not look like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, she might look like she's 16 or 17. Yeah.
It's not uncommon. Now, 12 is one thing. That is still pretty young. But we used to tell the story about the girl, the Alexa Pano that played, a really good girl from West Palm Beach who qualified for the USAM at like 11 and won a match or something. And she beat, and it's like she's 11, but again, her body was probably stronger, right? Than even some full-grown women. I mean, obviously, but 12 is still pretty young. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
pretty amazing. But
it's something just to get in the field and
see what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So if she's good enough to play on the LPGA tour, right? At 12, how far does she have to hit it? 240, 230.
Yeah.
She has to be in that range.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't let her out there to be embarrassed, right?
No.
Good for her. What's her name again?
Michelle Liu. American
or
that I don't know.
That's pretty cool. Well, if it's from overseas, who knows? She could be 16.
Yeah.
Check her birth certificate.
Well, she wasn't.
I don't have one.
Well, she wasn't playing in the Little League World Series, so
yeah, the ones that are 6'3" and are pitching.
Yeah.
And their name is like Leo, and they have like beards.
Yeah. And congratulations to Louisiana. Woohoo!
Even though they knocked out Hawaii in the U.S., I was cheering for Maui.
Yeah. I was pulling for Hawaii too, but it was a fun watch. The Little League World Series
They played well. All right, see you
guys.
guys.
Everybody, stay safe. Shut her up.
Yeah, be careful.
Hopefully, we'll see everybody next Wednesday.
That's the plan.
Good night, all.
Good night.